The series that kicked off day one is going to close out day two.
I'm wonderful and you're just Maven.
Vincent's very mean. He's a spiteful little ginger.
He's a great guy.
He is quite classy.
Yeah.
But now this is going to be fun. Now, I know as casters we are supposed to be biased, but I would be lying if there's not a large part of me that is pulling for Fnatic here just because.
I thought you said we're supposed to be biased.
Oh, no, we're supposed to be unbiased.
That's definitely what you said. We're supposed to be biased. Well, now we know where all the formal stuff comes from. Evidently, that's our job.
Crap.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be unbiased.
So now, yep.
And here, I got to say, a big part of me though is pulling for Fnatic, just because I know we all want to see the 2-2. All four teams would be 2-2. It'd be pretty incredible stuff. But it is Scorch Hardpoint to kick it off, and you heard the guys talk about their struggles there.
Well, it's interesting. When I spoke to Fnatic the other day, one of my questions was like, "Hey, if you guys beat FaZe, like, how do you feel like just in terms of your standing in the group and whatnot?" And they're like, "Oh, if we get one win against FaZe, like, we feel great. Like, I think we definitely have a great chance to qualify for playoffs at that point." It's like, at this point, they need to win this to just stay in the hunt. Like, I mean, this is it's a really big match for Fnatic.
Yeah.
A team who has played so well, the only European team here this weekend in this group. This first hard point, I think, is going to be a difficult one for them to win. I feel like this one definitely plays in FaZe's favor.
Well, it is the final match of the day and the final match of prime time. FaZe going up against Fnatic. If we could get our swap to the top right here. Sorry, we'll get that switch. FaZe and Fnatic will be flipped for just a moment, but the action hot and heavy here early at Bridge.
Yeah, so it's going to be Fnatic that jumps out and gets control of that center hard point early. And I will go on board with Attach as he's trying to get towards the mid-map. His team is starting to rack up some points as well.
All right, let's watch Attach for the opening here. Looking for anyone pushing over. Lava Pit going to shift back to Hanger, and he's going to get gunned. That's Sunny B winning the up-close and personal fight. Now, what was going wrong with him and Hanger? I know we're not quite there yet, but Fnatic really struggled early in the series. Yeah,
I think, you know, when you saw Fnatic get over towards Hanger, just were not able to really get those breaks. I think, you know, what you're going to need to see, and it's just a sign of great teams, is being able to break into these hard points so you don't get on that rotation early. Fnatic was just going one by one down the bridge, and that's just not going to work. They have a big lead now. We expect FaZe to turn it up later in this game. They will not go down easy in this game one, but Fnatic does have control of Turbine here as well. So this first wave of kills goes in their favor. It's looking pretty good, and they just picked up 2.
Well, they're going to try and come through on the break. Attach, waiting for his teammate. Here they go. One at the back, Turbine. Such a power position. It's Scraps. 4 in a row. Can we please get to his POV? He actually just dropped, but you see Sunny and Tommy also making plays.
Yes, Scraps was on that streak. He's going to fall. Sunny B was on a 3 streak. He drops as well. Attach trying to go around the outside here. Everybody for Fnatic set up inside of the hard point. Going to be FaZe trying to break in here maybe, but you see it, you know, Attach gets tagged, has no teammate there to trade it out. It's going to be very difficult for them to break on through as Wuskin picks up a big 2-piece.
And you got to think about the fact, let's go to Wuskin right now. He's on a 5 streak. He's 9 in 3. Can we please see Wuskin's POV?
I like watching Attach.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're not going to see Wuskin right now. He'll continue to crush, but we will be on Attach. Apologies, maybe we were on the wrong POV. I'm not entirely sure, but Attach looking to try and break in here. I know we have our individual POVs for the stream. Are we by chance seeing that feed right now? Because typically Brian Saint very good at swapping over to Wuskin for me.
Yeah, I would love to see Wuskin if he's on a 5 streak right now.
Lots of Attach, you know, great player.
I love Attach.
Unfortunately, you've only seen 2 kills.
Yeah, he's only got 2 to his name right now. So obviously, they're not playing his best. He picks up 2
There we go.
There.
All right, baby, Attach heating up.
Don't leave Attach now. It just goes on a 4 streak. Well, we're not.
Fnatic once again. I believe that we are probably on the individual POV. That's right. So if you are an Attach fan, you're going to get a hell of a lot of Attach, at least for the beginning of this hard point, as he dies again.
Yep. So it is 91 to 52 in favor of Fnatic. And okay, so we've switched to somebody
else. There we go. All right.
So now we're on board with Scraps. but he's not playing as good as when we wanted to go on board.
Let's see what Scraps can continue to do, though. He is going to pull out the Scarab for just a moment. Now look to challenge, but we're on with Tommy. The assist does come through. Sunny B finding a couple kills. Tommy wraps the edge. They win the gunfight now. Fnatic, the first to crack the 100-point marker. And with 40 seconds left on Drill, they are looking so good. But with the spawn coming in for FaZe on Hangar side, Tommy's got to wrap back and help the squad.
Yeah, you got to wonder, man. I mean, with FaZe losing that series to EG in the fashion they did, saw the guys upstairs, they did not look happy. That is a very nice way of putting it. They were not happy with the EG match. And you got to think, I mean, look, they looked pretty down when I saw them upstairs. Fnatic, they're hanging out, they're having chat, they're laughing. They felt pretty good coming into this matchup. You're seeing it pay off here in at least the beginning of this game. Obviously, FaZe is the team that kind of really starts to heat up, like you're seeing Zuma right now on a 4 streak. He picks up one more, make it 5, but no, Fnatic, very good first half of this game.
I'll tell you the one thing I'm curious about. I spoke with Clay a little bit after the loss to EG, and for multiple reasons, he was heated. He was pissed, not happy with that loss. It was to the point I wonder if maybe it tilted, affected him enough that it may carry over into this map. It'll be interesting to see because FaZe is a team that we've seen usually come out to leads early in hard points, and then maybe they give them up at times. Right now, they've been trailing most of the game. Fnatic doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I mean, you look, the one thing we were worried about with Fnatic coming into this matchup was the slaying. I mean, Zuma right now, 11 and 12, leading FaZe. I mean, the other 3, not over 10 kills. Attached just hits 10. They're still in this game, which is crazy to kind of think about because they were getting outslayed so heavily. But Fnatic, if they can slay with FaZe throughout the remainder of this series, we could go into tomorrow with all teams tied at 2.
And what's interesting to talk about is, remember the first game of day 1, the one that was really back and forth, a very close game between these two teams. Waskin started really slow. When he actually turned up and started getting into a rhythm, they almost fought back and won that game. Waskin's been electric in the first half of this game. He's 16-9 on a 3 streak right now. He's been playing phenomenal. If there's going to be someone that's going to slay with this talented FaZe team, the youngster Waskin's the one I'm looking at.
I think all 3 of the young guys on Fnatic are more than capable. I think it's just a lot of confidence. Like, these guys have not played in huge matches, really. I mean, a lot of these guys, when I talked to them the other day, their first events in North America were this year. I mean, not too long ago. I mean, these guys have not been on the big stage before. I think it's just, getting more comfortable, getting more experience. You see the skill they have. Waskin on a 4 streak right now. They're capable of playing with anybody. I think it's just going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, Waskin's streak continuing here, Matt. He's also doing a great job in the objective. Got a solid minute 14 to work with here, and he's pushing out towards Hangar, almost turned, and snaps onto Clayster with that slide, but not able to do so. So this next Hangar hardpoint, so this is perfect. FaZe is set up. We talked about Fnatic's problems. What they weren't doing is hitting from both sides. They weren't hitting through rocks. They weren't trying to hit through lava pits as well. Now they're going to try two-pronged attack. Let's see how this break goes. Scraps gets the entry. Waskin coming in the back. Attached set up there on cover, and so far looks like a good hold for FaZe.
Right now, Scrap's going to try and slide in, kills the player inside of the hard point, and then just needs to stay alive. Nice second kill there from Scraps. Has an opportunity to finish off another one. They have not challenged him. His brother Waskin comes in, cleans up 2. That is the break that Fnatic needed.
That's beautiful stuff. The twins getting it done together. But now, Enable and FaZe looking to crack in the backside. Enable finds the first. Attach finds the second, and that's now Control. There's only one player here. I think it's Scraps. He's got to be safe. He's calling it a Scarab on the mini-map, but he actually kills himself with the Scarab.
We don't catch that. He calls. All we saw is his arrow just call it in. The icon comes up, and then he just disappears.
Well, what I was going to say is he has to stay alive because he's waiting on his teammates to get there.
You were so hyped. You were hyping it up. Well, here comes the Scarab.
Takes himself out, and that's team kills, or I guess the assisted suicides. They've plagued this Fnatic team. They've had a couple key plays that have hurt them, but right now, Matt, up 70. They need 30 more points. It's Waskin making plays, fighting here inside Drill Control, doing such a good job. Fnatic looking to close the game out here.
And FaZe cannot just pick up a kill right now. I mean, in a match where you thought that FaZe would come in heavily favored in the slaying department, Fnatic is just keeping them away from the hill with relative ease right now, Maeve.
And you know how I said with their EG match versus FaZe, EG had to win the map 1. They got it done. I felt the same way with Fnatic, and right now they're looking poised. But FaZe, they are a team that is certainly capable of miraculous comebacks.
This would be one.
They do it here. They're trailing by what, about 100 points?
Fnatic need 9 seconds to win the game. This would be an insane comeback. I mean, so unlikely that FaZe makes this comeback, but there was one team to do it here this weekend. It would certainly be them. Tommy gets into the hill though, picks up 1 kill, grabs the second, uses his FTL jump there just to try and stay alive for a little bit longer. This looks like the end.
Yeah, they've got a nice setup here. They should be able to pinch. Good job. Zuma, though, able to contest for a moment. 2 seconds remaining. Fnatic and Europe's squad get it done. What a big win that is. We are 1 step closer to all teams being tied up 2-2 going into Sunday.
And I think FaZe just may have, well, I think it kind of works both ways, right? I think Fnatic, they come in, they know this is a must-win game. Obviously, FaZe, you know, they're a little upset after their last loss. I'm upstairs with both of these teams watching that last series. You know, maybe like game 4, Clay was like, all right, let's go warm up. Tommy and the guys on Fnatic, they're sitting around, they're eating some cookies, they're hanging out, they're watching the end of that game. Just so relaxed. Like, the FaZe guys just seemed like really like tense going into this one. Like,
oh yeah,
they needed to warm up. They were super like serious. Like, Fnatic was like just having such a great time. Like, they come in here, like they're not worried about warming up. They knew they were shooting well. And it kind of those positive vibes just carry over in that game 1.
And think about it. If you're FaZe, you come in winning 100% of your hard points in day 1. You come in here, you've dropped basically all of them. You dropped the Scorch twice.
Lost both today.
Yeah, you lose the Scorch twice here. That's a map that they apparently need to work on because they struggle versus EG. They struggle now versus Fnatic.
I don't know if I'd say that. I think it's just on a day thing.
Yeah, I mean look at EG. Yesterday couldn't win a map. Today they come out and win both their matches.
I mean, look, in the 4 maps we've seen from FaZe, they just have not looked great.
That's true.
I mean, obviously a lot to go in the rest of the series, we think. But I mean, I think it's just they were so hot yesterday, FaZe. They came out on fire. You know, Clay was screaming, getting the guys hype. And today they've just come out and really kind of flatlined.
Now, here's one thing worth talking about. So, remember the first time Rise beat EG on throwback uplink, they beat them, what, like 20-0?
Yeah.
They play on Frost uplink, EG then able to win it. Fnatic beat them, what, 7-0 on uplink the first time through? Now maybe a chance to flip the fortune as well.
105-0 on the second hard point.
That's good.
So, we'll break this down for you guys at home. If you were wondering where the game was decided, it was at second hill.
Yeah, this isn't golf. You don't want to see a 0.
No. The 0 is definitely not good. We actually saw 0 last week, I believe, on this map as well. I think it was against Cloud9. Cloud9 with the 0.
I guess golf you would see an E for even, so that was just stupid. But 105-0.
I don't know how golf is scored.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Nobody watches.
But FaZe, man, they get rolled, and that's typically a team that's very good at rotating early and winning those fights. They do not do it there. It's discipline that gets it done for Fnatic. Can they keep it going down the search and destroy? So, you know, again, the group blue. We talk so much about S&D, how specialization for a lot of these teams, that's where they excel. It's been the uplink, though, that's been a beauty for Fnatic as well. But, man, if they can get the 2-0 edge here, you feel good.
And I tell you what's kind of scary. It's like really kind of underlining here. You know, Fnatic obviously very good in S&D. If FaZe were to get 3-0 twice in a day, they're the only team outside of EG who's gotten that bad of the map count. And then all the teams are tied 2-2. Now, they do have the head-to-head against some teams, but the map count then starts to get pretty scary for FaZe.
Yeah, and yesterday it's not like they were flawless. They go, what, 6-2, so they drop a couple of maps yesterday. Yeah, I mean, the pressure, it's funny because it felt like at the end of the day yesterday and coming into today, there was 0 pressure on FaZe.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly, it feels like there's a whole lot raining down on Clayster and crew. They've got to clutch up. They've got to fight back, and it needs to start now on Crusher, Search, and Destroy. Who you picking for this one?
I'm going to go with Fnatic. You know, they've been so good throughout the year. And I mean, they really get to this point, like the Global Pro League, by being so good in S&D. Recently, their uplink's been phenomenal, but I think their S&D is really what carried the team early.
Absolutely. I'm going Fnatic too. Wuskin, 13 kills.
Oh, okay. So,
call me Patty P.
I don't see Wuskin's getting 13 kills, but into each their own. As we will see Fnatic start out on the offensive side and jump on board with them, see what they're going to pull out first.
Pat did say 6-3 for Fnatic. Let's start with Wuskin, though. I mean, we have to. I say he's going to get 13 kills. Obviously, 3 are going to come in this round. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is vintage Maven just throwing out numbers.
Yes, it is. But here we go. On board with Wuskin. He gets eyes on a few. There's the first kill. Wuskin be able to trade it back, and now it's going to be a 3 versus 3. Flying through, it's going to be still on Wuskin. He's going to be the 2 versus 3. Not able to win that gunfight. Zuma, that's one he probably should have won, but Zuma with the slide able to pick it up.
It's such a difficult fight in that scenario. K-Bar versus Erad. The Erad is so good in that U area of the map where you see everybody on FaZe just stack it up right now.
All right, well, Bomb in Scraps' hand. He's got just under 50 seconds to work with here in round 1. He might be, might be able to catch one outside, but you can see on X-ray, you got 2 players in by the A site. He's able to look in and snap. Zuma wins 2 great gunfights there in U. I mean, he's the difference maker, as that was kind of tied up down the stretch.
Yep, Erad in his hands against 2 K-Bar players. Relatively easy fights there for Zuma, as it's going to be FaZe taking the first round here in map number 2.
Aches thinking 6-3 for Fnatic. That was the prediction we saw. 1 round already on the board for FaZe. And let's see what Clayster can do. He's going to bring out the sniper here in round number 2 on offense. Checking mid-map, and there it is. Hits the first shot. Wuskin deleted early.
So he's well on his way to 13 kills.
Hey.
Scrap's going to pick up 1 there in U to even up the odds. 3 players apiece, and now Clay's getting into a dangerous area there with the sniper rifle.
And this is going to be another situation where you're going to deal with Zuma inside of U. They decide to just go over the top. They've flown in through the backside. We'll watch Clay for the moment. See, realize now they're going to realize everybody's pushed through. They should be ready for the backside. Unable, though, the first one to get vision on. He'll be your bomb carrier as well. Tags up 1 for the moment. Still in a 3v3. 45 seconds to go.
And I don't think FaZe has any idea if Fnatic is inside the site, if they've rotated out. You see how cautious they're playing. I don't know if I agree with having your sniper rifle player just kind of push this out, lead the way, but that's what they're going to try and do. I mean, Clay with a pistol in his hand right now. I mean, if he were to push out the back, I mean, he's dead if there's an assault rifle player back there. But fortunate for FaZe Clan, Fnatic rotates all the way towards B. They're going to have to go all the way back across the map to try and get the A site.
And it looks like they're just using him kind of as a spotter here, maybe make a play with the pistol if it was at a close corner. As he flies forward, he gets favorable timing on 1, but not on Tommy, who's in from behind with the headshot. Enable, close gunfight. Tommy gets a second. It's just attached now. 1 versus 1, up against Tommy. He peeks him, he jumps out, he tags him, but Tommy with 3 big ones and enough time on the clock for the defuse.
That was a huge round there from Tommy. I wish you guys could see Maven. He's doing some kind of
if people wonder why I look sweaty on camera all the time, I am by far the most animated caster of our bunch. Like, I'm basically dancing, swinging my arms around. I look like an idiot.
Yep.
But Teep gets to laugh because he's got a good view of the...
Yeah, well, I was completely distracted. I was like, that's a fantastic play by Tommy. But the person directly to my right is swinging his arms like an idiot.
All right, but it's back to offense for Fnatic, tied up at 1-1. It's Tommy's turn with the sniper. We got to stick with him, too, because he's got 3 kills in a row. And can he peek the player at the back? Not able to snap. And that was Clayster he saw for just a moment.
Yeah, but look at this push coming in, though. It's going to be Attach and Zuma coming around the outside. Now they know they're there. So you see Sunny B going to be able to take out Attach with a nade. We'll see how Fnatic decides to play this. See, no players from FaZe are on both sides of the map. It's going to be Sunny B able to pick up yet another kill there. They just have 1 player watching bomb, 2 players dedicated to watching the back. It's going to be Clay, though, opening up the bomb side. This could be a good pinch attempt for FaZe.
And this is a round you thought was in Fnatic's hand. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 1. Clay spotted him. I don't think Sunny B actually saw him.
See Clay running through the middle. He's going to get gunned. Sunny B there with the ace. 2-1 in favor of Fnatic.
What a big round and clutch from Sunny B. Phenomenal stuff as he takes out Clayster. Fnatic still looking strong.
Some big plays there from Sunny B. Nade kill. 3 kills with the Erad that round. 4 and 2 for Sunny B. All of his kills come in that round. See what FaZe does here on offense. Looks like they're favoring more towards the B site. And you see the stack coming in from Fnatic. It's just whether they push this and get aggressive or they play further back, but they're going to get aggressive on the map.
It's Wuskin finding a kill, Scraps. His twin finding one as well. Attach, a lot of work to do. Able to get a couple shots in. He should be shot from the rear in just a moment. Tries to turn and snap, but Tommy is there. And now Clayster in a 1v3. Another solid round from Fnatic.
I mean, the position that Clay's in, there's nothing he can do. I mean, he has to cross almost 2 lanes of the map to get back closer to Fnatic, closer to his teammates. He falls in the end. Sunny B with yet another kill here, as he has really started to heat up.
Sunny B going off for Fnatic, and they're taking a nice edge in this series thus far. Shot of Clayster there. He needs to get the guys going. All right, offense now. For Fnatic, you have FTL available for Tommy. We're going to be watching Sunny B as he has had an incredible streak here over the past couple of rounds. I believe he spotted one, tagged up with a jammer, but Scraps and Wuskin again with the first 2 kills. The Twins doing damage here in rounds 4 and 5.
And with the way Fnatic plays S&D, once they get the man advantage, they're so good at trading these kills out. As I say, that attach slides in, and there's nobody there to trade the kill out. So it's going to be a 2v2. This Tommy does have his payload ability. Sunny B still on a streak. It's going to be a kill, though, for Tommy. It'll be Enable, the only one up. He's coming behind one. Going to be able to take out Sunny B.
Another 1 versus 1. 20 seconds on the clock. Enable versus Tommy. He's just trying to defend it here. They're going to meet up in you, and he gets the shots and the melee, the defuse coming through. Tommy, you know, with the E right there, you think maybe he's going to win that, but the quick reaction from Enable with the melee. Sick stuff. Woo.
It's a big round for FaZe, man. I mean, if Fnatic goes up 4-1, like, they have a ton of momentum. You know, they're starting to get some of their payload abilities. We'll have to check Sunny B. Potentially may have like a Scarab or some form of a streak. I believe he's on like a 5 or 6 streak, I think I finished at. But it's a big round there for FaZe. They're going to have any chance of taking this game number 2.
Well, FaZe just had a solid round, headed into round 6. Can they tie it up? Let's go into a team chat with FaZe Clan.
I jammed it, he might camo.
One shot.
I jammed him. I jammed the camo, maybe.
I'm absolute, you needed me.
I'm hitting that guy, that truck.
He's there still, I'm watching you.
Still on me, that truck.
What you?
Yeah, he's close. I dipset. I don't know where the fuck he went.
I'm in the back row base, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm in the back row base, yeah.
You could flank all the way around.
Where? I got him.
Was that him?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was.
Hey, Tommy's just under A right now.
Wait,
3v3.
I'm in the back of our spawn right now.
Come to B. We're going B. Let's go.
Coming. Tommy, just play a corner maybe?
Trying to. Might play a
Okay.
cornerback guy.
I'm coming as fast as I can.
One's back, one's top A. He's in middle map weak.
Let's
Or is
go.
he pushing their side?
He was on our semi. He could be.
I'm gonna plan instantly.
There you go. Try and watch over you.
Tommy's
What are we
going
doing
to
at this,
top bridge.
guys?
Tommy's going to top
Let's
Let's push
bridge.
you. Let's push you at the end.
Yeah, Tommy's going to meet you there in a sec. Looks like they're all on our side. Looks like they're all on.
I want
Middle
to
map.
We didn't plan for this side, guys.
I know. I'm going back
Get
against the
defuse.
Oh, he's top out! Wow, top out. He went to L wall, bottom L wall. Sunny B's
No one
elbow.
up,
Yo,
no
Sunny
one
B's
up.
speak up. Stay alive.
Nice.
One shot middle map. One
Good,
shot.
you're good.
It's planted for you, Clay, here on the right.
He was one hit, bro.
Okay. Fuck.
Almost fucking turned on him, man.
Yeah, good try, Tommy. That would have been sick.
Working on his camo. Other guys halfway or 3/4 kinetic.
We still have camo, though. We're
Let's do
good.
B hit.
Be hit.
Yeah, B
You
hit.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll watch your guys' wall. You two. Look crazy. You look far left, Clay.
Yeah. We're going through.
Through?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and I can camo through as well.
Yeah.
And then
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
sit our crates and just watch our B from our like flank.
Alright, let's go.
I'm just gonna
Be
run
hit.
through. I'm
Let's
just gonna
go.
run through middle to bomb. I should go all the way around.
I'm going through middle.
The ground.
My high warning, B. Like we're hitting it, right?
Yeah, you're going left side with Ian. I'll look your wall.
Yeah, how much stay low?
He's sniping it.
Yeah,
One's
one
close.
side.
There's two close.
I got
Let's go.
It's the first kills coming in. Enable, Clay, finding 2. They have the 3v2 advantage. Enable doesn't have to use the camo, but he has it if it comes down to the wire. Almost a 1v1, but it's Enable finding the kill.
It's a good round there from FaZe. They flood over towards B. They talked about, you heard Enable, he had the camo to use if they wanted to invest it into that round. No need, he picks up the final 2 kills. FaZe 1 round away from tying this one up.
So that was 3 kills for him, right? He got the first kill as well,
Believe so.
him and Clay. So 3 kills for Enable in that one. They're trying to come back into this. All right, let's see the minimap. It looks to be a strong B hit again, but you've got more players here from the FaZe side. FaZe soaring forward. It's Waskin with 2. He dominates, gets cleaned up with the grenade. He's got 8 right now, Matt. You getting nervous?
No, not really. Do you see? Attaching Clay, rotating towards the opposite side of the map, but you will have Enable, who still, I believe, has the camo, did not use it there. Clay's gonna have the FTL, but look, Tommy, Sunny B, and Scraps, all very close to their payload abilities too. So Fnatic going to have a lot to invest into these later rounds.
Absolutely, and they close it there. Attach the last one to drop. You can hear the crowd getting into it. You can hear Fnatic. They're loud, man. And what was it? What did Ake say? 6'3"? He said 6'3" Fnatic. He is some kind of wizard.
He doesn't know anything. So now I think you almost have to use the camo of Enable. You kind of hate to use it this round actually on the defensive end. But with how many abilities that the side of Fnatic has, it's like you would take a trade, right? Like if you know that Fnatic invests 2 of these abilities into the round, you see Sunny B just use his, and then you use the camo and you end up winning it, you'll take that trade in abilities 2 to 1, right?
Absolutely, but look at FaZe starting to layer the map. They've got 2 hitting the flank, they've got 2 waiting kind of in the back hangar, waiting for things to develop. They've got complete map control. They know obviously exactly where they are, such as the bomb. But Enable hit camo. Let's go to Enable's POV real quick. He uses the camo. He's trying to chase down one, trying to follow him. It's camo on camo. Enable hasn't won it yet, able to get the assist and suicide, and there's one more at the edge. Enable still up. It's 2 versus 3. Scraps now using his payload on the outside. It's now all on Zuma. He's dropped. It's 2-0 Fnatic. It's 6-3 Fnatic in the game 2. And now you're looking at the risk of FaZe not winning a single map. All right, Aches, I see your arms in the air. You called the 6-3, buddy.
The hell is going on today?
I don't know.
I got it. Cloud9. They don't win a map. Aches played for EG. They don't win a map. Aches played for FaZe at one time. Will they not win a map as well?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. All the teams that Pat's ever played for.
That's true. Yeah, they fail. No, we're kidding. But prediction for him comes true. They take it 6-3 Fnatic, man. And what was at times a back and forth search and destroy. Now look poised to win in the uplink. Now remember, they won 7-0 throwback uplink
They've been
on
great
day 1.
in uplink.
They have been very, very solid. But Frost, it's about as different as it can possibly be in terms of uplink from throwback.
But I mean, you could get I think Pat brought it up on the analysis desk, or I think it was Tyler. You can get Sunny B with the SMG in his hands. You have Waskin and Scraps with the SMG in their hands as well. I believe we saw Fnatic. I think I've seen Fnatic in the past. They've run 4 SMGs on this map. Everybody running ERADs or Sunny B with the EFO. So maybe you see something like that come out of Fnatic here on this one. It should be crazy to think about FaZe losing this map.
FaZe, do or die here for this series. What looked so good in day 1, not looking strong in day 2. Their hopes continue on uplink after this quick break. It is time for the G Fuel key player matchup for FaZe versus Fnatic, Attach versus Sunny B. Matt, break it down for me, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you see Attach, he's been very strong in all the game modes, specifically uplink with a 1.09 uplink KD. We take a look at Sunny B. Could be the X factor for Fnatic in this matchup. Very aggressive with the RPK Evo in his hands. We'll see if he can make it work.
And that is it for your G Fuel key player matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you want to get into map number 3. A lot of Fnatic fans back home thinking, can they do it? The next game is coming up, is Uplink. Fnatic have been pretty strong, 75% at Dallas, and so far have beaten every single team here at this game mode. We're going to be going into Frost, and before anything, I want to break this down a little bit and really tell you how Fnatic will need to take down FaZe. Now, going into this, there's a couple of things that you will want to control. Not only locations, you want to diverse people to where they're spawning, but it's all about moving that drone up at the right time and at the right pace. Now, the reason why we're seeing Fnatic so successful is not only their slaying ability, but it's when they move that drone and really deciding when and where to do that. So getting into this, Frost itself obviously is quite a close quarter map, and what you'll be seeing is, I'm going to go from Fnatic's point of view. So straight away, you're going to be able to push towards the drone, as simple as it may seem, and the locations that you do want to control in this area will be down at ship. Now, the reason that this is so important is you'll be influencing the spawns of FaZe. FaZe, if you are taken down, will be spawning in research around this area. And further from this, what you will need to do is not only make your first wave of kills around the drone, but Frost being Frost, that close quarter combat, you're going to need to make your second wave of kills in the desired location. In doing so, you will be able to score that 1 or 2 point play. And roles reversed, of course, you will, of course, need to do the same down at Robo. I believe this is the side where Fnatic is spawning. If not, ignore everything I just said. Flip the map on its side. Back to you, Maven and Mr. X. Let's see if they can do it.
Great stuff, Momo. All right, so it's going to be heading now to the uplink. We want a Momo for one more second.
Yeah, we want to see him there for
He's
a
a dashing British man, but okay, headed into this, Fnatic, like you said, has beat just about everyone. When it comes to uplink, they've looked very good. But I was talking with Benson, talking to Merc. They've been crunching the numbers for that 2-2 scenario. If everyone ends up there. If Fnatic were to 3-0, Fnatic would then go into first place overall based on map count, and FaZe would drop to 3rd. So think about the change.
I told
of
you, man,
today.
like you cannot have an 0-2 day, and even worse, an 0-6 day. Like, that is just killer. I mean, and especially like because of your FaZe, right? Like, the one team you would have expected to lose to coming in probably would have been Rise. You would have 2 losses, both of them to EG and Fnatic. Like, potentially, like, they have another match against Rise. Like, who knows what happens in that one? I mean, very scary situation for FaZe Clan.
Well, here we go. It's game 3. Fnatic looking for the 3-0. We're kicking things off with Waskin. Watching him now, able to find a first kill, going up over the top, tagging up one in research as well. You see what Momo was talking about, flooding into mid-map, trying to win around the drone, but it's actually Tommy at home that has to clear it.
Yeah, he has one player from FaZe who's getting very aggressive towards him. That is Clay, sir. If Clay picks up that kill, Tommy doesn't make that play. That's a 2-point score for FaZe.
Well, let's take a look here. In mid-map, Waskin found a few before dropping. It's not going to fall to Tommy. Enable the only one up. The rest of the FaZe clan is coming in off spawn. He sees the nades out, waiting for a teammate to locate a kill so he can try to make a play. Has to slow down. You see those arrows coming in behind.
Yeah, and if you've just been paying attention to the kill feed, you can see everybody from Fnatic running SMG. So I talked a little bit about that in the pregame. We've seen them do this in previous matches on Frost Uplink. Just very aggressive, 4 ERADs up in your face, constantly flying at you.
And we saw Splice do this a little bit, I think, in week 1, where they actually pulled out 4 E-Rads on this map. A lot of times, there's not always a lot of control. It's super back and forth. The action incredibly frantic. So let's see whose favor it plays to. Is Scraps finds 2 mid-map. FaZe players now coming off a spawn. They've been playing out of their base for most of this, Matt.
Yeah, and the 2 players we highlighted before this match, it was Sunny B and Attach. Attach and Sunny B right now, no, not getting off to the hottest starts for their teams. Clayster, though, with the assault rifle in hand, just mowing down players, just jumping at him. He's going to have one directly in front of him, not going to win that E-Rad versus K-Bar. But on the other side of things, Scraps getting off to a very good start. Scraps and Wuskin have been very good in this series.
And that just kind of shows the submachine pressure that Fnatic's playing. Clayster picks up all those kills. He might have only moved forward about 5 feet because they're just soaring across the map. They're playing so fast that FaZe still hasn't had a chance to really push out. Now it's going to be another opportunity here for Fnatic, but they have to reset as 2 players do end up dropping. Wuskin gets to a nice power position, top mid, finds a couple of kills, and now you have an opportunity. Sunny B gonna grab the drone in the back, and things start to progress.
Yep, it's gonna be a 4 dead in favor of Fnatic. You see players coming off the spawn for FaZe. 2 kills go in favor of Fnatic. This is going to be points. It's gonna be a 1 as Sunny B throws it on through. Tommy picks up some more kills, and now FaZe needs to decide. Do they wanna wrap back to their base? Do they wanna go on the OE? Seems like they have everybody deciding to wrap back towards their base.
Well, Sunny B is still going to be a key player here as he's the guy in front. Scraps does find the opening kill. A one-on-one will be huge. Almost kills Clayster, but not able to finish it. And, talk to me. What do you think's going wrong with Enable right now? He's at 1 in 10. Is the pace of the game a little bit too fast for his playstyle?
I mean, you see it right there. I mean, Scraps able to take him out. Enable's just kind of sprinting, and sometimes you get caught in timings like this. Like when the game is so fast, you come off the spawn, and you don't know where players are. You don't know where your teammates are. Very difficult. Enable 2 in 12 right now. Another 2-point play. That was actually Scraps on a 6 streak that opened that up for Fnatic.
Yeah, we switch over to the drone carrier to show the toss, but Scraps was on a tear. He has 18 kills. Sunny B had 1 until a second ago, but now FaZe, they have 3 down. Wuskin the man on defense, but all that matters is Wuskin's the man with the drone, so he's actually going to take it out, take it to the top side of the mini-map, and it slows things down.
Well, I mean, Zuma's doing a fantastic job, right? Slaying over in Robo, slaying by the drone. But there's nobody else picking up any kills for FaZe to follow it up. I mean, he's the only one on that side of the map. Goes on a 4 streak, picking up kills, putting a lot of pressure on. Where are the teammates? Where is the follow-up?
So we're almost to 15 minutes of uplink gameplay between these 2 teams this weekend, and FaZe yet to score a point. FaZe really hasn't had any offensive opportunities. They didn't on throwback yesterday. They haven't here. Fnatic totally looks like the superior team in uplink.
I mean, Scraps, he's about to get his 20th kill here probably shortly. I mean, he's going to have 20 kills in 5 minutes. That's a crazy start to a game. But for us uplink, obviously very fast pace. You can force the engagements with the SMGs. You see where FaZe is on the minimap. This is probably their best chance to score. You see the Scarab coming in, though. It's going to go in a robo. They're going to get rid of it. Enable picks up 1. These are big kills that FaZe needs. They're not coming up with them.
It's the last man, though, does get the toss through. So Zuma able to get a point on the board again. That's the first point for FaZe in this Fnatic matchup. Maybe something to work with, a little positivity heading into the second side. You think, hey, guys, we can actually score against this team.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to get in position for 2, just not set up entirely. And Zuma on yet another streak on the Fnatic side of the map. Make it 4. A nice drop shot. Zuma on a tear here. Knows there's one more player by helipad. 3 seconds left. His teammates, though, get cut down at the hands of Sunny B. It'll be 2-1 Fnatic. They need just another good 5 minutes to take a 3-0 over FaZe Clan, putting themselves #1 in the group going into the final day, and putting FaZe down in 3rd.
What in the hell happened those last, 10 to 15 seconds? We're watching Zuma's POV. I was just waiting for the game to be tied. He's just, 4 or 5 kills in a row there, basically right outside the base of Fnatic?
He went on 2 separate 4 streaks. He got 1 point out of it.
Exactly. How does another score not come through there? Is it phenomenal defense from Fnatic despite the fact you're getting pushed back, or is it a blunder from FaZe?
I think his teammates, they just need to be a little bit faster. Just need to get further up on the map. And you see how aggressive Fnatic is being constantly. I mean, Sunny B, Scraps, Wuskins just keep forcing these engagements on the FaZe side of the map. It's really been impressive to watch. Something we did not note towards the end of the game, Enable turns it around a little bit. Finishes 9 and 18, considering how poor of a start he got off to. It's a pretty good end to that first half.
Yeah, he starts to pick it up a bit, but it's Scraps that continues to terrorize FaZe. He falls, but he's got 24 kills with still 4 minutes to go in the second half here. They're just 4 minutes away from 3-0ing FaZe Clan. What a performance, what a battle from this Fnatic team.
And it's incredible to watch Scraps knowing that, does not use a scuff, doesn't claw. It's like, how is he able to do that? It's just insane the way he's able to move across the map.
I don't understand it.
Kills being exchanged, it's just mind-blowing, right? I mean, Tatch drops inside of Hangar, throws the drone down. It's going to be on Fnatic's side of the map, but here comes some kills coming out of FaZe Clan. But you see, there again, Zuma up, push up by the drone. Nobody there to trade these kills out and keep moving the drone forward.
And something you can talk about a bit, we highlight it quite often, but when it comes to the camo plays, right? It's a whiff there from Clay. Could it lead to 2? It does not. Fnatic closes the base. But all right, when you have a game like this, it's 2-1, very close. A payload could be the entire difference down the stretch. You think about, camo on one side with Enable who's really been struggling, and then if you're Fnatic, you have a much better opportunity here to make a play. And if it's one dunk that comes through, ultimately that could decide it. But right now, a chance to get points. Tommy kind of being the bait inside. The 1 pointer going to come around the edge. Sunny B going to look to connect. He wraps behind Cryo. The pick is there, though. FaZe able to hold bar at home.
They're going to get a reset of the drone as well, but it's a great point, Maven. I mean, we'll keep an eye on Enable. Right now, 13 and 22. See if he will earn that active camo. Camo, so powerful, decides so many games in uplink. Search and destroy as well. Now, Scraps does have that camo for Fnatic. We'll see if he can put it to good use. You think he does? They turn that into points. Could be GG.
And yeah, Enable, he just needs to go on a spree like he is. He has 5 in a row. So he can go off here. He can go streaky. And I don't want to say he needs to play selfish. Definitely don't slow your team down, but he needs to worry about finding kills. He's doing just that. Almost has a Trinity, but it's another interception that comes through.
So Clay and Best overdrive into that as well, and they don't come out with points. So that is the one ability you were really close to getting that could probably make an impact. Completely off the board. So now that puts even more pressure on Enable to get that camo and get a score with it.
He's gone off recently. He started so slow, but he's almost at that 20 kill mark, and he may be able to earn it. But the scary part, if he does get it, it's probably going to be, with 20, 30 seconds left of the game. It's going to come down to the wire. So Scraps has an opportunity to kind of put this game away if he can come up with a clutch dunk on his side. As I say that, Scraps drops.
What FaZe needs right now, let's put it this way. Okay, so that is actually
another one
for FaZe. I was going to say, if they give up points to somebody that's not Scraps, that is awful, because then you have Scraps who potentially comes off the spawn, picks up the drone again, uses the camo, and puts even more points on the board.
Well, Tommy trying to work possession, a couple down. That's an overdrive, partially used as he tried to kind of get out with it, because they're playing the time game, right? They have the advantage now. Now, Enable, look how close he is. Just a couple kills away from maybe having the chance to make a play. But if you're Fnatic, is this at a point where you can play keep away? Not when you have 3 down, 4 down. Here they go. This is chance for FaZe to take the lead, or FaZe to tie the game. We're on with Enable, leading the way. Here's the drone carrier. Lead for FaZe Clan. Under 60 to go. We got to watch Scraps. Let's get to his POV because he's the camo player. He's at mid-map. He finds a kill. There's a second kill. One more in the back. Scraps has to reload, but this is a good opportunity for them to get forward. And he can't die. They need him to get off spawn and get the action immediately.
It's fine. You have the reactive of Waskin. He can lead the charge. You do have 30 seconds left. If you're Fnatic, cannot panic at this moment in time. You have Scraps coming off the spawn now. The drone is in his hands. This is where he needs to make the play.
Let's get over to Scraps. He's got drone. He's got camo, but he's killed. It's Zuma that picks him up from behind. And with 20 seconds left, he's not going to have enough opportunity. Clayster's in the back. They're running the drone, and FaZe gets the W.
Man, such a close game. Enable really turns things around. 24 and 26, doesn't need to use the camo. FaZe staying alive.
That's an opportunity. We kept talking about the final couple minutes. Scraps has this camo. He has to make the play with it. He doesn't even get to use it.
I believe he does pop it, but he gets cut down right away.
They popped it as soon as he got shot, basically?
I don't know if that's where I would have used... I would have probably tried to bring it more towards the mid with camo, instead of kind of forcing your way through Robo. Like, I mean, there's so much chaos that goes on in that area, and you see just how crushed Fnatic is right now.
And I think that's exactly, you know, how the desk kind of feels. I mean, I looked over, and Ben, everybody has their hands up in the air. They're like, what's going on? What's the play? I can't wait to hear their thoughts on this particular game, but
Yeah.
Fnatic could have and should have won that game. They let it slip away. It reminds you, it's different, but that they kind of game one of the first series versus FaZe, where they have a very winnable game. There's a team kill. They throw it. It's just like these little key moments don't go Fnatic way at times.
Well, I mean, that's a choke point where there's a ton of grenades going in, the Scarab coming out. Like, there's so much opportunity for something to just hit him with camo that he's going to die. I mean, even just pre-firing that doorway. I mean, you can just kind of get it on an angle.
Get a couple nades
like,
in there, pre-fire.
You're going to hit the guy coming on the cross. Like, I think you could have brought that one like more towards the center, and it maybe would have kind of thrown, because FaZe is loaded up over on Robo Bay. I mean, they have 3 guys over there. Like, if he brings it towards the middle of the map, gets them moving, you know, maybe he baits them into jumping and they get a 2-point play or at least a 1-point throw attempt.
And
the really poor, it's tough right there at the end.
You know, there's a reason that we talk about camo so much, because it's so powerful. I mean, I can think of Apathy got 1 kill on a camo player last week. It was what the thermal sniper of Nagafin killed Looney when he didn't have cold-blooded. I can think of like 2 times we've seen a camo player be gunned down in the first 2 weeks of the GPL. We talk about it so much because that is how you have to win the game. And that is what you put it in someone's hand that can win the game. Someone that can at least earn it in the first place, but then also win the game. Scraps has to get it done, and I know there's a lot of moments in that game that you could talk about for why they lost, but if you have camo in that spot, you gotta win it.
Here's another thing. I mean, he had camo really early into that second half. I mean, they don't use it at all, really. I mean, at some point, like, they get a few kills, just toss in the drone, use camo, and secure yourself a 2-point play. I mean, then you're forcing FaZe to get 2 scores.
Exactly.
Which puts you in a great position. I mean, that is such a hard thing to decide. Like, it's such a minuscule part of the game, but such a huge part of the game that these pro players have to decide. It's like when to use the ability and then not hold on to it for too long and leave yourself in a situation like this.
What do you think that's part of, you know, you have Scraps who just started competing kind of last year. You have Wuskid who just started competing this year. You have some young players. Is that sometimes a little bit more susceptible maybe to not coming up clutch, not making the play when you don't have the experience of someone like a Tommy or a Clayster?
I don't think so. I mean, really, last year and this year are the 2 games that we've had these powerful abilities in. So it's not like that experience is like, you know, 10 years of experience playing with those type of things. It's like, it's 12 months.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they weren't playing last year as well. I mean, it's just stuff that you got to pick up on.
Well, I like that Zuma and Scraps are the 2 kind of highlighted there, because Zuma's the one that got the key kill. Yes, he had a great map too, but he's the one that killed him, you know, right before he popped camo, whatever that situation was at the end. He's the one that actually comes to that mid-cut and cuts him down. So Zuma with a huge map, a huge clutch kill at the end there, and FaZe staying alive.
Yeah, no, I believe speaking with Marky B earlier, he thought that Fnatic, one of their best hardpoint maps was Retaliation. A little bit of a slower team, they can play a little bit further back. So going to a Retaliation hardpoint, Fnatic has to feel pretty good about their chances. You just have to worry with them, Maven. You know, you lose a heartbreaking game, everything's going right for you. How do they bounce back mentally after that loss there?
Well, you know, they had a similar, that's why I brought up the similar game they had in the first series with the first hard point, a game that's kind of thrown away, one they should have finished. If I remember correctly, yeah, FaZe ended up winning the search because it was the uplink that Fnatic took in that series. So can they rebound is the question, or are they on tilt? You saw the shot there of the twin brothers at the end of that game, you know, head and hands, flustered, defeated. Well, you had 3 minutes to get back into this, because it's time for the Game 4 hardpoint. We're to kick things off with FaZe Clan, who are trying to mount the reverse sweep.
We'll see the bridge hardpoint kick things off here. So Naval has the NV4 in his hand, putting down some shots at range, but you see Tommy just a little bit more accurate there. It's going to be 3 kills in favor of Fnatic. Clayster, the only one up for FaZe Clan. It's just going to be players just pushing right at him. But Fnatic getting a lot of good time here early.
And this is one of those maps that maybe we can see Clay take over like he did yesterday. You know, running that hard lane bonus, working towards streaks quickly. We've seen some monster maps for him. This is a map that's going to favor long-range players. It'll be rocking NV4 or K-Bar. It'll be interesting to see what he did. I saw Merc just handed you something. What's he breaking down?
So just to clarify, we talked about, if Fnatic were to 3-0, that would move Fnatic to #1. It would move FaZe Clan down to #3. If Fnatic wins this map, they'll finish second. They'll be in second place, but they'll finish today. If it's a game 5, there's no way of them win or loss to get second going into the final day.
Interesting. Well, speaking about Fnatic, I want to hear how the team rebounds from that devastating loss in the uplink. Let's check out the team's communication.
Yeah, swing all the way around.
Actually, wait.
He's avoiding that block. He's avoiding that block.
Their curve, one shot, their curve, one shot. He's going into bar now, he's going in their bar.
One's front bed, one's
Enable,
front bed.
enable, weak, nice.
Spawn behind him, spawn behind him.
One's front bed.
Stay up, come
Coming
position.
down your
Nice, two dead. Just stay up.
Behind.
Me and Tom behind.
One's in bed, in bed. One shot in bed, a weak in bed, weak in bed, weak in bed.
I'm going to go for
Down low,
bed.
down low, plat, down low, plat, down low, plat.
I'm
Plat's
not-
nice.
I'm
Behind the
waiting
ticket
for
move.
tickets,
Behind the ticket move.
You got me, man. I was one shot
Behind the ticket
myself.
move.
No, it's good
Nice.
shit.
Stairs,
One more
stairs,
ticket.
stairs.
One more ticket.
Fighting one
on the
person.
stairs.
One more ticket.
Fighting one person.
Two there.
Me and
One
Matt,
more
me
left.
Stay down, brother,
and
I got
Matty
you
are
push.
rotating. Me and Matty are rotating.
There's one bed, there's one bed.
Matt, I'm going curve. One to bed.
Was it back right,
Yeah, still
Sonny?
bed, still in
Back
bed.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I need
Still
help.
in bed, challenge you, behind you.
Absolute. I was one shot. He's pushed up.
Nice,
Two market,
get
two
you.
market,
Back to hill, back to hill.
market.
I'm in the hill with you, Spondy.
One's market.
Whereabouts?
Market,
Market.
close left on you.
Be on the statue. One
Dead,
shot,
nice.
dead.
Dead.
One more there, one more, Sinclair.
Carefully your bed, carefully your bed,
I'm
Sonny.
nading my bed door.
Okay, thank.
You got my curve, yeah?
Back right, I'm weak, I'm
Stay alive,
weak.
mate, I've got you push.
Staying down. Do we need to get anywhere?
No, maybe front.
Come bridge. You can-
Stay alive, mate.
Nice, nice.
Fucking beam, team!
I'm gonna
Go,
check
man.
bed door. I'm checking bed. Bed, dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Shit.
Three dead, looking
Oh,
for
this guy market.
Where?
Attach market.
I'll mark it, okay.
He's gonna play his life. He's
It's
gonna
stay
play his
alive.
life. I'll spawn market. I can
Go
flank
behind
him.
Yes, he's coming behind you, Sonny's still in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna push him now.
bridge.
Absolute,
Needs
bro.
to get front.
Absolute market attach.
One's going, got curve.
I spawned Afghan.
Yeah,
I'm
one's
gonna
going
hold you.
curve.
I'm
He's
gonna
going
hold you.
curve.
Oh, give me from bedside. He's on tank now. One's gonna be tank on curve. Zoom
I've
up.
got the left, I've got the left.
Which one next?
Lads, I'm trying to hold
What I do,
you.
absolute. Go next, go next, go next. One's weak on his own. Right, good
Three
time.
on me.
I'm gonna
That's
get
good time.
Two more there,
Let's
two
go
more
market, let's
Three
go
on hold,
market.
three
They
on
might be on
hold.
it next.
Yeah,
market.
yeah,
Is
three
that
on
your
hold.
nade? Can someone push that ball?
Sonny, turn around.
Okay.
Two on bridge, one's
Someone
going,
in
one, one's
curve,
going,
anyone in
one, run, whoever that is.
Scarf.
Where's he
Push
gone,
it,
Matt?
He's on scarf still. Oh, 2-1. This is absolute.
Oi,
2-1.
Matt,
Gone out,
oi,
Dave.
chop.
Solid stuff from Fnatic, and they've got a 44-point advantage, but they lose the end of the graveyard. They lose now the start to the destroyed building, and Attach has got 5 in a row, sitting at 7-5.
Yeah, and Sunny Beat was trying to hide behind enemy lines. He gets cut down, and you do see Zuma in the kill feed as well. So FaZe starting to heat up. Zuma on a 3 streak. Attach on a 5 streak. Enable on a 2 streak. They're starting to get very close to tying this game up. 30 seconds left on this hill. Fnatic nowhere close to breaking it.
And that's part of the reason that FaZe has been, a top team consistently throughout the year. They have the ability to slay like this, to go off as a team. Not everyone can do that. 75 off the bombardment is Zuma. Attach working towards streaks as well. And what do we talk about with this map? More than any other map in mode, streaks, incredibly important. Zuma just got his. Attach may be able to pick him up as well. This combined streak is now up to, 18 kills?
It's been a long time that Fnatic has gotten a kill. Zuma on an 8 streak, Attach on a 6 streak. They both fall here, so Fnatic will get control of Hotel Hallway. But for how good they've been at the beginning of this game, it's going to be very difficult for them to hold on because they obviously have to retake the lead. It's going to be a close game towards the end. And then FaZe, they have the streaks to break over at Graveyard, to break the spawns at Back Broken. We're going to have to see how Fnatic deals with all these score streaks.
You have full streaks for 2 players. Clayster talks about this map, says it's one where you cannot give up streaks early. Well, I mean, what do you say? You know when a player's going off and your team's talking, you're like, hey, he's got a couple in a row. He's working towards streaks. Don't feed him kills. What do you even say in the last scenario where 3 out of your 4 players are working towards them? Don't die to anyone?
Yeah, I mean, look, you just need to pick up kills. I mean, you can't really rotate to the Hotel Hallway. I mean, you can't really do that. You just kind of have to gun them off the spawn, I guess. I mean, but you see Zuma looks like he's setting up to use one of these streaks potentially, but Wuskin gonna jump out. Now the streak's gonna come down from Zuma.
And he knows there's one coming in from behind. That was Tommy. I think we saw push into Hotel trying to get safe. He's just trying to pre that back curb, maybe find a lucky kill. But it's a good job of getting FaZe set up at bridge, as he's going to keep looking between Hotel Hallway and this bridge hard point.
And even if Fnatic were to break this, I mean, FaZe has a lot of streaks to invest back into this if they really want the time on this hard point. So things not looking good for Fnatic. They got off to a tremendous start. starting to fall apart, though, as Zuma's really started to heat up the last 2 maps.
Yeah, Zuma was nuts in the uplink. He continues it here. Let's shift focus to Enable. He's able to pick up a couple with the NB4, working towards that camo, a third in the back, but Tommy gets the better of him behind cover. 10 seconds remaining here. Will go to Fnatic as we will start to rotate out. You can see all the yellow arrows in the bottom of the minimap. They're looking to get set up for lower street.
So this is where they can make up a ton of time. You can hold this lower street for a decent period, and then potentially this is not one you're going to burn streaks on, but seems like FaZe Clan have broken it relatively instantly, Maven. It's going to be Scraps. Last one alive. Bob and Weavin trying to stay alive. He's going to fall, but so now Fnatic gets control yet again. So it's a big retake there for Fnatic. Sunny B is going to push on through, take out Zuma. They need a lot of this time because this time is going to be a little bit of a buffer when they lose Graveyard and probably lose Broken.
And those one-on-one fights like that, those are the ones that have been going Zuma's way really throughout the entire map. No one's been able to win those on the Fnatic side really outside of Sunny B. You see Sunny B at 18 and 13. He's going toe-to-toe in the slaying department with this FaZe side, and Scraps heating up. 13 and 13, he falls, but the lead back in control of Fnatic is now the big rotation. Tommy gets eyes on one, knows they're set up in the back. He needs a bit of help here. They're going to need to push together. I thought for sure that's the opening kill, but they stack a little bit. His teammates in front. He can't line up the shots. They still have a chance to fly in. There's a bit of a timing here for him.
And FaZe spawns at Market.
Oh, not anymore.
Fnatic spawns very deep on the bridge. They need a clean break here early. They need FaZe to waste a few of the streaks. And then I think if you're Fnatic, you're trying to get them to waste 1 or 2 of these streaks further and then go towards Broken. You're not going to be able to take a ton of time here.
Yeah, that's why, it would have been perfect if Fnatic somehow won the battle to get set up here first and you make them use a couple streaks, but it's attached. 2 kills inside, and they keep racking up time, and with the remaining, they'll break the 200-point mark. You get a break, and destroy building, and this game is over. And remember, the streaks, you have them for attach. You still have a bombardment for Zuma. So much utility to work with. This is getting incredibly scary for Fnatic.
And FaZe doesn't even look like they're going to invest streaks into getting over towards Broken. I mean, right away, they send 3 players on the rotation. Enable falls. Now Attach falls as well. So now that Fnatic has control of this hill, maybe you see them use streaks, but look at Zuma.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in. They even know it. Okay, they finally take him out, but now you maybe see them use some streaks.
So they start to push forward. Tommy spawns out, I think, and actually picks up one as he pushes through bridge. So you're set up nicely to pick up some time. There, Attach uses the bombardment. So you bait out one of the streaks at least with some nice control. Tommy gets a second kill pushing across bridge. Maybe a miscommunication for FaZe. Scraps and Wuskin, Sunny B, every one of the kill feed for Fnatic. And this is the time they needed to claw back into this one.
This is best case scenario for Fnatic. They get FaZe to waste the streak. Scrap starting to work towards streaks of his own. If you're Fnatic, the only thing you are worried about is giving up a lot of time here in Hotel Hallway. FaZe using some of those streaks on bridge and ending the game there. If you're Fnatic, all you have to do is focus on not letting FaZe get enough points to end it over in the next hard point. And I mean, regardless, at 2:05, they're going to have that much time. You just need to keep it really low. Like, you want to keep FaZe down to maybe 225, 230 going into that final hill.
Well, they're already picking up some time, trying to contest it. Scraps finds one on the edge, but there's still 2 FaZe players here to work with. Zuma bouncing out to the backside bar, but Tommy, the vet, picking up a couple before it's traded out. Enable now inside with camo, trying to cover his edge. He'll get shot in behind from Wuskin. You said, what, 225? FaZe is about to break that here momentarily.
I mean, you just don't want to give them enough time where they can just hover missiles above the bridge and just sit inside of the hard point and win the game. That's really what, so you're trying to keep it within, 10, 15 seconds. You do have Fnatic that gets in and breaks, but it's going to be Clayster going back challenging. If you're Tommy, just try and contest. You got to pick up some of these kills, though, if you're Fnatic.
Well, Clayster slides in and picks up a couple dirty ones attached there to back him up as well. And now we rotate out. Remember, you still have the streaks available from Attach and Zuma. What's left? 1 bombardment, 1 Trinity?
Yeah, I believe they have 1 streak each. So here goes the streaks from Attach. He's going to get 1, make it a second. You're going to have FaZe get inside of the hard point. Even if they lose control, you do have more streaks on Zuma. So you see Attach fly into the hard point. The rest of his teammates are there. The Centurion goes down. We are going to go to a game 5.
That is exactly why we talk about how crucial the streaks are on that map. The Trinity, I mean, once they got those 2 kills, you figure the game is over, right? You have one more push after that. You have 2 players set up behind cover there on the bridge. They push it to a game 5, baby. This is incredible. We've got 2 amazing matches to close the night.
Fnatic just gave them so much to work with. I mean, on a map like Retaliation, when they go into the final moments, when they have payload abilities and they have score streaks on numerous people, you're just not going to win that game.
No, they can't. It almost felt like you were just watching them slowly die, right? Like you knew it was going to happen. You never want to call games early, but when you feed streaks that quickly, it's just like you're watching them wither away. They kept it close, though.
And Fnatic got off to a tremendous start.
Yeah.
I mean, they were able to control the game all the way through. The first Graveyard Hill was really the first broken hardpoint where FaZe took control. They started racking up the streaks.
Well, game 5 coming up next. Fnatic versus FaZe after this quick break.
To be 100% honest, I think the standout player is going to be Havoc. He's been playing more than I've ever seen him play, and his dedication has become a lot better.
We're all going to play pretty well, but I think Enable is going to do a little bit better because he's been skipping out in the gym recently, playing Call of Duty. So if he doesn't, he's going to get roasted even more. So he better have a good weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Standout player 100% is going to be Cole Havoc. I'm just so proud of the fact that he's been putting in a lot more time than any of us have.
If I had to pick any player from a team who would be the standout player, I'd say Wuskin or Scraps, because they're just a beast and they're just going to kill everything.
Welcome back. It is the CWL Global Pro League. It's week 2, day 2. and we may have all teams tied at 2-2 tomorrow if Fnatic can take this game 5.
I hope so. That would be awesome going into Sunday. I mean, then literally tomorrow, anything could happen. I mean, the matches would just be so important. I mean, regardless, I mean, there's going to be a lot on the line just in terms of, you know, seeding who gets into what spot. Because, I mean, people don't realize, like, I may have not even really kind of realized it a lot last week. Like, I looked at the top 3 and I was like, oh, they're all qualified for champs already.
Yeah. I mean, that's insane. I know we've talked a lot about the fact that you can get, you know, you're getting into Anaheim pool play. Top 8 are going to be also playing for the 500K, but those top 3, you're already in for the prize purse of $1.5 million at the Call of Duty Championship later this year. So much on the line. Now, so if you think back to last week, were there a couple storylines developing going into Sunday? Sure. There was a chance that Cloud9 could pull off a miracle and maybe sneak into the 3rd spot. Envy had an opportunity to take over the 1st spot, which they did. But there were like 2 big talking points last Sunday. No matter what the outcome of this game 5 is, there's a lot on the line tomorrow.
Oh, without a doubt.
But if Fnatic wins, truly anything is possible, which is pretty exciting stuff.
I mean, because it hurts FaZe's overall map count. Obviously, would hurt their record. You know, losing a 2nd game, it would tie everybody. It's just would. I mean, EG has to be watching this and praying Fnatic wins. I mean, if Fnatic wins this, and then EG, I believe EG Fnatic is one we didn't see today, so I believe they have to play for a 2nd time. So you would see that match, and that one would be massive. But throwback S&D, final map in this series. Who do you like in this one, buddy?
I'm going Fnatic, man. I want the 2-2 split across the way. But God, man, Zuma specifically, I think my eyes are on.
Really good the last 2 maps.
Yes, he's been really, really good the past couple of maps. And sometimes in the past, FaZe has sort of lived or died by Zuma in the sense that his aggressive play, he either gets the first blood or he gets first blood. He plays very, very fast. And on a map like Throwback, you know, if you're that aggressive guy playing around those mid-railroad tracks, those opening kills can be crucial. This is, I'm gonna look over to Pat. Pat, I see you on the desk. Who's your player to watch, buddy? He goes Clayster, his day 1 MVP from yesterday.
His best bud all time.
Best of friends, there he is. Clayster on your screen. Pat's been great with the predictions today. Can he keep it rolling? Are you asking me who I liked? I'm going Fnatic. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna say Fnatic as well. I remember back when United, you know, they clutched up and won that game 5. You asked me who I wanted, and I really wanted to say United, but I still took Optic. I feel the same kind of way with this one. This time, though, I'm going with my gut. I'm going to go with Fnatic.
I think for Fnatic, you know, the key players for me, I think it was Sunny B and Waskin that did really well in the game too. But Sunny B, I think overall has had a very good series here. He's been one of their more consistent players. You know, like Tommy's been a bit up and down in the first series of the day. He was pretty abysmal in both of the hard points. But he's a guy that can really take over in search and destroy at times. Can he do it here? But the man we highlighted was Clayster. Let's watch him on defense to kick things off.
We'll open up the minimap, see what Fnatic decides to do. And I love this call round 1. They're going to go all the way around the outside. I'm going to try and throw FaZe off a little bit.
But attaches here at the corner. They're not ready for him. He has a couple of kills in front, at least able to find one, trying to dip and dive, but will drop. 3 versus 3 early. Now to Enable's POV on defense. He's trying to find a kill. It is the assist that goes the way of Zuma, lining one up top. He needs one more bullet here. Sure, he can't finish the kill. He doesn't finish it, and now it's on Clayster. 1 versus 2, trying to live challenges both, and round 1 goes to Fnatic.
Sunny B, I believe, picks up 3 kills. Comes off the wall run. I mean, he has 0. I mean, we can see the health bar. I mean, there's literally nothing there. Kills Enable, flies through. I don't care about my health. I'll challenge again. Takes out Clay.
That's a kill you have to get on it if you're Enable.
Oh,
like, that's an easy kill. He's soaring in the air, running in a straight line. You know, he jerks off, just kind of jerks to the left a little bit, doesn't hit the shots there. Tough one.
We see FaZe now on offense. Just playing very slow here towards mid-map. Fnatic spread out on the defensive end. They'll just be up to Sunny B here, watching the A site. Just going to try to poke out. This battle's so difficult between these players. Obviously, does not know where Enable's playing, but Enable drops down, tries to get bombed down. just kind of that little hide and seek between these two players down at the A site.
Very slow play so far. He knows he's got him in this corner, but it's so far to, it's hard to push. You have that player back limit that's going to be looking over him. Kills go back and forth. It's now going to be a 3 versus 3. Now the challenge comes. Again, a trade. It's 2 versus 2. Enable your bomb carrier. Set up here on the top track. Zuma inching his way forward. But you see on the minimap, both are going to hit mid-map. They have to shift focus immediately, or they can actually push through. Okay. All right, so they're going to push through, and now, Spot's kind of...
They seem really indecisive right now. It seems like they want to go all the way through, but they're not fully committed to it.
Yeah,
Don't know where the players are on Fnatic. Don't know if they're wrapping around, and they've located one. Zuma's going to get tagged with a nade. It's going to be Wuskin, though, taking out Zuma. That's a huge kill. Enable's going to have to get off bomb, and you see the clock dwindling down. He will fall. And I think just FaZe just took way too much time there. I mean, it seems like both players, they rotated through. They wanted to make a move. They didn't know exactly where to go here.
I think, in a way, it was a bit of fortunate timing in the sense that Zuma was inching up, right? If Fnatic was still playing at back lemon, he inches up, Enable hits it with him, and they might be able to win that gunfight. But right as he's inching his way forward, they push through mid-map. Everything seems, they get really indecisive from there. I think they were ready to hit it. It just sort of, Fnatic kind of ran out of it.
And if we can go on board with Tommy right now, he's 3-0. Getting very close to the Scarab. It'll be Scraps getting first blood. Fnatic with the man advantage. This is a huge round for FaZe. I mean, they need to take this round. You see Attach trying to gain some vision. Does not spot the player on the bomb.
Now he saw one, so he knows there's one at back bus, but there's basically always a player at back bus. But Zuma gonna strike first for FaZe Clan. He's got a couple of kills. Attach trying to peek. He's basically playing a little bait here, trying to get the timing in for Zuma. The call is to push forward. You see one soaring into window. They have a 3v2 fight. Now, you highlighted Tommy at the beginning of the game. He's the number 2 on your minimap. He's doing a long flank around the back here, and he's got this secured. So he's got set up at Lime. He's got kind of control of Grandma's there, looking over the backside of Barn. That means that the A site is complete. Sorry, the B site's completely open. Now they're going to look to get the bomb down.
And as soon as his teammates see action over by Barn, he's going to be able to pick up one kill, and he grabs one now. And now you just see the mini-map. The players on FaZe don't know which way to shift their focus, where they shift it over towards the bomb or towards the backside of where Tommy is. Attach gets one. 1v3 situation for Attach. Picks up another.
Attach, a chance to do it. He already had the 1v4. He's got to work the defuse. And who else is it but the 4-0 Tommy? They meet inside a board, and Attach again with the clutch.
Why? Why does that happen for Fnatic? I mean, you have 2 players that are right on the bomb. You have Tommy rotating all the way around. I mean, the worst possible way he could have went from was probably, I mean, he's got an NV4 coming through Barn here. It's like, he could have went towards mid-rails, poked out and checked it. Let's put it this way. If he would have went towards mid-rails, popped out and checked it, Attach shot him, he could have just ran. He could have ran. At least he knows he's not on bomb. He just got out of there.
It's one of those situations where I think instincts just get the better of him. Like, I think he was trying to be unpredictable, but Attach read him like a book, man. Read him like an absolute book, and Attach with yet another huge play this weekend. I mean, looking at that 2-1 scoreline versus like a 3-0 edge for Fnatic, that is just a massive round.
In terms of just confidence as well.
Yeah.
I mean, really kind of gets FaZe back into this match where it felt like Fnatic was just going to kind of run away with it. Sunny B over the top. Easy first blood here. No follow-up for FaZe, so there'll be another first blood for Fnatic.
Well, Attach should have had the answer there. Needed, I think, one more bullet. Just stopped shooting a little bit short, but also gets away with his life. It's Clay playing the back bus with the sniper. He's getting a little hungry here as he inches his way forward, just trying to maybe see when a lemon peek this close right corner, but his players continue to drop. He knows he has to make a play. Hello, up close and personal there with the pistol, trying to get out of it, not able to do so. Now it's Enable's turn for a 1v3, but his demise looks to be happening very soon as he's in the close corner.
And to think Fnatic could possibly up 4-0. Tommy checks any other angle than the one he decided to take. I mean, it's a round that they probably end up taking.
Yeah, and it's hard, we don't know what's going through his mind there in a 1v1.
No doubt.
The most high-stress situation likely in Call of Duty is going to be a 1v1 in a Game 5 with this much on the line. I mean, I know we've been talking a lot about it, but man, they're playing for the top 2 to play for $500,000 in just a few short weeks. Fnatic trying to win this game 5 to set themselves in a nice position for day 3.
I love this call yet again. So many teams go over to stack the A site. Here comes a Fnatic push. They take this entire side of the map from FaZe Clan. Now FaZe Clan forced to react.
And maybe not the best position to have an NV4 if you're Tommy.
Nope.
If someone comes soaring out of barn, this is a little bit better. Just in case, you have Zuma or one of the K-Bar players come flying out at him. But he's holding him back for now. He has FTL, maybe some fancy footwork in his future. Wuskin doing a good job staying alive for now. Unfortunately, not able to bait anyone his way. Didn't notice one at the bottom left. He's got 2 to his right as well. Wuskin doing such a good job. Wuskin keeps rolling, and during that time, he feeds kills to his teammate, but it's Attach versus Tommy. Another 1v1. Tommy spotted in the back, and Attach beams him! Beams him!
That's an Erad versus NV4 there. A casual sip of the water from Attach. Okay. Attach has kept them in this game.
You don't say.
I mean, without Attach, this is looking like it's probably 5-0. And Fnatic is just kind of cruising through game 5, but
they have 2 round wins.
Would be nice if Attach had like a camo or reactive, right?
But 2 round wins for FaZe, and both because of Attach clutching up versus Tommy. I mean, Tommy, if they lose this map, he's going to have nightmares.
Oh,
he's going to see Attach in his dreams.
Knowing how competitive Tommy is, he's going to be heated. But see, 3v3 as the bomb does go down. Now Tommy using the Scarab, trying to gain some vision. Sees one mid-map. Going to tag. I'm going to get Clayster very weak. His teammate going to jump out challenge. Very smart play there from Fnatic.
And remember, it's the Tommy flank again. He plays the off-site. He's going to be able to come in from behind. He may not even be needed, but it's Attach.
Not again.
Yet again. Don't let him do it. Attach in a 1v2. There's the first one.
What are they
Attach
doing?
looking to clutch up again. They're coming into the last 10 seconds left. He's got FTL. 7.5 doesn't get to it in time. Attach yet again. Yes, that was a little bit easier of a scenario, but still ice in that man's veins.
So the rounds that FaZe has won, it's been an Attach 1v3, an Attach 1v2,
well, Attach
1v3, no, 2 1v3s into 1v2. Those are the only rounds that FaZe has on the board. 2 Attach 1v3s and Attach 1v2.
Is this one of the craziest performances you've seen in a game 5 just from like a clutch factor? Like you're lucky if you have 1v3 a tournament. Much less.
And he had a 1v4 yesterday.
Attach is nuts, but it's Scraps trying to get the bomb down. It slows down, I think, due to the fact he gets tagged up and the Scarab comes.
So smart play. The nades come in, the Scarab comes over the top. That would have actually killed Scraps right on the bomb. So he backs out as soon as the nades comes in. Here's the Scarab being called. So very smart play there from Fnatic. Now they get bombed down. I would say they should win the round, but Attach still alive.
Yeah, you got the young god still playing. Can he manage to make a play? He finds one before dropping. It's now going to be on Enable. 1 versus 3. Bombs planted. Not a whole lot of time to work with here to find 3 kills.
He's got 2 players jumping up and challenging him, just putting a lot of shots down. Good round there from Fnatic.
Props to Fnatic, right? You know, you've thrown a lot of rounds away and you at least bounce back. I mean, some teams might fold. Some teams might fold.
We're giving props to a team that's won 2 1v3s and a 1v2.
Props in that round, man.
Props for them closing out that round.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, you closed out a 4v2.
Yeah.
You didn't do it a couple times.
Oh, man.
You know, it's baby steps, Matt. It's baby steps.
If it was up to you, everybody would get a trophy here in the Global Pro League.
That's not true. I should just...
Pat's waving his hands. He's like, I'll take one.
Yeah, Pat gets a trophy as he's still waiting to get camo. I'm sorry, Pat. Here we go. Back to the action. 4-3 advantage of round count for Fnatic. 4v4 here. Enable. You know, he's got a ways to go for that camel. Thankfully, he has the 2 plants to his name, so he might get it in this series. But the fact that he's 2-7, not going to help him. On the other side, Scraps, the camel player, not really doing a great job either. But it's Zuma finding 2 kills mid-map. Sunny B now with an opportunity to clutch up, but FaZe back on the board. We're tied up at 4-4.
I mean, maybe you could have played around the reactive there, given yourself like a game point scenario. Going now 4-4, all tied up. We'll have to kind of survey the landscape of the game, see who has these payload abilities. I believe Attach still has the Centurion.
Yeah, he's had it since like round 1.
Yep.
Matt.
We see Wuskin does have the reactive armor. I mean, potentially use reactive over the top here, maybe pick up a kill.
What
nice opening first blood there from Wuskin.
And he's at 11 kills. I said 13 for game 2. Maybe he wants them here. Wuskin, young, talented, and showing what he can do. You know, it's a battle of the youngsters right now. Attach versus Wuskin.
Zuma just checking the site, sees nobody on it. Fnatic is backed so far away. The only thing I'm worried about here, Maeve, is that they back so far away, the clock dwindling down, they're not going to give themselves enough time to really make a good push onto the site. Like, obviously, you get that first blood, you have the advantage, just go trade the kills out. They back all the way down. Zuma picks up a 2-piece here. It'd be very bad for Fnatic.
Like you said, time dwindling. Can Zuma catch a kill in the corner? He's got, look at this on X-ray. You know, one to his left, one to his right. He saw him for just a moment. Plays, got an angle, finds the kill. It's now gonna be down to Wuskin and Tommy in a 2 versus 2. Under 25 seconds to go, and just like you said, time gonna be the enemy here.
And I mean, they're still not, I mean, Fnatic has not gotten to the bomb yet. 17 seconds left.
Oh!
You could not have played that any worse. You could not have played that any worse. I mean, they get first blood, they back all the way out. They give FaZe all the position. They don't try and like, I mean, I would have understood it's like, okay, let's set a guy on bomb, let's look over him, trying to get it down. They don't do that. They're kind of just standing around. Like, they just wasted so much of the clock there.
Attach continues to
tough
be a monster. As much as Fnatic played it poorly, Attach and Zuma do a phenomenal job. And this is everything for Fnatic. Wuskin, maybe the guy to make the play. He has reactive armor to work with. Who's gonna find this opening kill? Attach is gonna go ahead and drop it down the backside of the bomb site.
Can they see it though? Does not look like he'd have to poke out pretty far to be able to see.
Yeah, I don't think you have an angle from Lemon either without getting tagged up. Maybe from Bus. Let's see. You can see it from here. Could Scraps see it if he looks low? No. So
no.
He can't get the angle on it unless he really wide peeked, and then you're putting. Oh, actually, he can see it a little bit.
You can see the.
Yeah, there he goes. He saw it. And actually, he almost ends up pre-firing Attacher. He actually backs him up unintentionally. He gets the first hits because he's shooting
trying to shoot the Centurion.
Yeah.
Drilling Attach in the face.
Oh, Attach, that backfired, buddy.
Okay. Well, now, I mean, this is actually, if Fnatic can close this out, I mean, they have reactive, they have camo going into the last round. They have a lot.
I mean, you can use those to get to the round 11 if need be, because Zuma has answered back. He has reactive to go. Wuskin, though, on the board again, 12 and 6. Zuma sees one bar and he's going hunting. He wants to find the kill. He challenges it, not able to find it. It's round 11. We've got reactive on the side of FaZe. On Fnatic, we have reactive, we have camo, and Scraps has made some poor camo plays, or poor decisions with camo over the course of this weekend. There's a lot of pressure on him here.
We'll see what side of the map they get. So if they have offense, do you pop camo, go challenge the guy back bus? On defense, sorry, on offense here, we will see Fnatic. Okay, so they're gonna, this is what Cloud9 tried to do the other day.
Cloud9,
so they had the Centurion watch the back.
Here he goes,
push
here he
through the
goes.
front. He needs to get a kill here.
He has to at least find one. He is able to get it and get away with his life, but another team kill! Why do you keep doing this, Fnatic?
In and around, okay. All right, well, they're able to take out the reactive of FaZe. So you do have a 2v2 situation. Wuskin, still alive, does not have his ability. Scraps had used his camo.
Attach has been clutch all of game 5. Can he do it again? He's 13 and 6. Him and Wuskin have been going toe-to-toe, 2v2. 40 seconds remaining here. Bomb gonna be in the hand of Wuskin. Enable. Oh, he almost was able to spot one in the back. For now, bouncing around each other. Attach gets tagged, but able to get away. He's challenged though. Scraps find the kill. Now, Enable. 1 versus 2. 25 seconds to go. Can he stop a potential bomb plant here if he peeks the edge?
What are they doing? There's only 19 seconds
They
left.
have to plant the bomb.
Oh, man.
They have to plant the bomb. Enable only has to find one kill here.
If he gets one here, it's over.
Here he goes. This timing could be perfect for him. It could be perfect for him. But he gets spotted and they get it. Fnatic takes it, baby.
Not textbook play, but Fnatic able to clutch it up. They take that one in round 11, and we go into Sunday with All teams at 2-2. Nobody would have predicted this coming into today.
Fnatic's not good for my blood pressure, man. Some of these rounds, I thought they were just gonna plan it today. I guess they were worried maybe Enable does peek and pick them off. It could have happened. They try to wrap back. That was all down to timing for Enable. I mean,
these rounds are so bizarre, man. I mean, you got team kills round 11. You see Tommy there. Team kills in round 11. Just players not using abilities.
When after he got the kill with Camo and Sunny B got the team kill, I almost lost my damn mind.
And I don't believe so I believe he actually kills Zuma through reactive, like through the fence. And I believe Wuskins doesn't kill. He just uses reactive. I don't remember him being in the feed at all. So I think they use. I don't know where he used reactive armor, but it definitely happened.
Well, yeah,
it was round 10. Sorry. Joe's yelling at me. He's like, it was round 10.
You saw a shot of Tommy on the stage. He's worn out after that one. We've got him with Jack, buddy.
I am cracking up down here, Maven and Matt. Tommy, I walk up here. They're all freaking out. They're just completely flustered from that round 11. First off, congratulations. That win over FaZe puts all 4 teams in the blue group at 2-2. First things first, Tommy, you're roasting yourself up here. What's going wrong for you? You're saying this is the worst you've ever played? Is that true?
Every respawn, man, I'm letting the team down and it's doing my head in. I'm literally going double neg. I'm not making kills and I'm making it so hard for our team. But thankfully, we just pulled the win there, but I'm a burger.
Hey, no, you're not. No burger would be able to take down FaZe Clan, especially with the leadership you provide to this team. Now, let's look back on this game because, boy, oh boy, yes, the whole series was great. Okay, what was Attach doing to you guys? How are you guys not able to kill him in any of those rounds?
He 1v3'd us twice. And I remember Attach saying something yesterday. Every time he clutches an S&D, they never win. But honestly, I don't even know. Like, I was in the 1v1s twice. I lost both. He absolutely destroyed me in that one with the ERAD. But I don't know, man. We just made that so hard for ourselves. But as I say, it's just, luckily, we got so lucky that last round.
Well, did you get lucky? Because walk me through what happened there. Because I don't know if a lot of people picked up on it. You guys have had some unreal bad luck in certain scenarios. How did the team kill happen in that round 11? And what was the communication like when there was the rotation call to go back to A?
So basically, we made a call to push A. We said, don't blind pop Camo, I'll bait them up, and then you Camo and get a kill. We did that. I was then standing on bomb. Sunny tries running past me to help Scraps. His trophy pops and team kills me, and I'm like, what the hell, not like this. And then we go round, and it was the twins left, and you don't understand what they're like, but there was 16 left. I said, you cannot rotate A, you haven't got time to plan. And they go, let's do it anyway. And I'm like, what are you doing? They run over, and I'm like, you have to find this kill, you've got to find it. And luckily, he jumped mid, and Ian came over, so.
The casters were sure to bring up on that. Final question for you, Tommy. All 4 teams now 2-2. Was there any other expectation for this blue group from you? And what do Fnatic have to do tomorrow to get into the top 2 in this group?
I've just got to play more consistent. Our first map, I was playing well. Second S&D, we did good as a team. And then in that uplink, I let the team down. Double neg. Next hard point, again, I think we got outstayed by like maybe 25 kills and we lost by like 27 points. Streaks won in the game, but then again, it's just, if I play well tomorrow in the respawns, I think we're going to have a good chance of getting top 2.
There's a reason why Tommy is one of the winningest players in European history. A great leader knows when he's got to be the one to improve. Fnatic get it done. All 4 teams in the blue group are 2-2. We're going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, our analysts will break down that whole series.